Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful. Hello, family and friends, Muslims, Christians, and Jews, and all of the world. All praise be to Allah. I greet you in the Arabic tongue of Assalamu alaikum, as I said. And I start this video off tonight with Shahada. Shahada meaning declaration of faith, which amounts to Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. That is to say, I bear witness there's no God but God, and that Muhammad is his servant and messenger. Tonight's video, I want to come to you is pertaining to, well, some hadith. I looked at some hadith, and I recall some from the past. What I mean by hadith, I mean the sayings of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And I hope that this video does not be too long to detain you and cause you to lose your attention span, because these are very important things I'm about to recite or say. And I'll do my best to speak in English in a little bit, maybe a little bit in Arabic, but just to tell you something from Prophet Muhammad. This is how he was to know. This video tonight is the truths about God and not the lies. You may interpret some of the things I say that it's not totally truth that they was talking about, in some things that might mention that somebody said somebody wasn't speaking about the truth or something like that, or they was misguiding people and claiming something to be truth when it wasn't, and essentially it was not the truth. Let's start off with the hadith. That's important because of what's happening today. We see what's going on in our society. We hear about the politics. We hear about the presidency. We hear about the Congress. We hear about all the chaos that's going on in the streets in this country. This particular country here is such a strong country, and it's such a popular country. We'll focus on that for the second here. But I will say that there's a hadith from the Prophet. We're going to bring him up. Prophet Muhammad, may God, peace and blessing be upon him. He has said, at one time the Prophet said, I'll say some things that he said, and I'll hopefully say some Quran, God is willing, before it's over, to support the hadith of the Prophet, the saying of the Prophet. What he said, when Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala, when Allah puts rulers evil, when Allah put evil rulers over a people, he is displeased with that people because of their evil works, their evil actions. That's what Prophet Muhammad says, when Allah put evil rulers over a people, Allah is displeased with that people. I think I said in a previous video some time ago, I don't remember which one it was, but this is one that's worth recounting, reciting, to speak about again, because it says that if Allah is displeased with a people, when Allah put an evil ruler over a people, he is displeased with that people because of their evil actions. There's some evil actions that's going on, not with just no one person. We can't put it all on one man, or no two or three. It's evil just going on all around the country. You recognize it because you see the things that's happening in the streets. You see the things that's happening in Congress. And this is important for us because the Congress is making the laws, and they're trying to take away laws. They are trying to take away laws. And there's a lot of evil going on. And I'm glad I hear a dog in the background that supports me, and it supports this video. Because think about it, a dog barking because who let the dogs out? You can't say who let the dogs out, because they done let them out now. The dogs is out. The dogs are out. They're out. And they're here in this country. And it's stuff that's happening that's from people from all around the world. Because remember, we are the world according to what has been displayed to us, according to what this country has manifested from the Native Americans that we first know, the first tribe of people that we know was here from history, the Native Americans, some of my ancestors, and some of you other African American ancestors who haven't acknowledged it, but if you don't know, you're part of Native American too. But that's not the point, because there's some white in us too, white and black in us too. So we are a diversified people. But who let the dogs out? Who? I don't know. I think it was the Satan. I think it was the Satan, the devil that encouraged them. Because they can turn good and turn back to being good. There's been laws here, there's been constitution. The people live by laws for years. But now we have these people all around us. And they are wrecking the Constitution if they can. Which they can't. It's still there. The Constitution hasn't been wrecked. It hasn't been torn down. It came because of what the forefathers did. May Allah have mercy, be pleased with them and have mercy on them for what them forefathers did for us, for the peoples of the past. They came and put a constitution in, and you know what? These evil people that I'm talking about, they ain't gonna be able to overcome it. But Allah, He put evil rulers over people who do wrong. This is what I'm starting this video with. Hopefully you will remember. That's the hadith from Prophet Muhammad. He said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put evil rulers over a people He is displeased with because of their evil deeds. Because of their evil deeds. This is a people He's putting the evil rulers over them. And I hope you gather this, out of the number, this one hadith, that you gather something from it, that you remember and take it with you and you ponder upon it. And it goes on to say that your rulers are determined by your actions. There's something else that said, excuse me, there's something else that says your rulers are determined by your actions. What the American people are doing, that's the rulers we're going to get. Those good rulers we had, we can go back to many of them. And that's Abraham Lincoln, that's George Washington, there's Roosevelt, President Roosevelt, that's many others. These rulers wasn't so bad. And so we got good rulers. We was forming as a country, remember? We was forming as a country and coming into a democracy, they called it. They called it democracy. I say the country, the world. We was living by the laws of the Constitution, and some doing their best to live by the laws of God. They was trying to practice the law. Their intention was to live by the laws of God because they was going by the 10 Commandments. And they was letting the Quran come here. And we was going by the Quran because the Quran was here then. They had got here. It hadn't got totally here. But it had come through another way, another channel. And they knew about it, the ones who was here, conquering the Native Americans. But don't forget this hadith. When Allah put evil rulers with an S, more than one, when He put evil rulers over a people, He is displeased with that people because of their evil actions. This is what Prophet Muhammad said, Sayingsof. And we're coming so close. I don't know how close, but we're coming so close or so far because no one knows the end of time or when the day of judgment will be, because it won't be an end of time because the lie is time. So forget about the end of time. Whoever brought that phrase up and said the end of time, Allah's time, He won't be no end. It's going to be the end of the way this world is going, in the end of this world. And we got some minor signs and major signs. We have minor signs of the day of judgment is when a beast of, this is important. I think this is important hadith from Prophet Muhammad Sayingsof. What did he say? He said the minor signs of the day of judgment is when a beast appear with disbelief. It's called kufa. It's called kufa. It's disbelief in one hand and belief in another hand. The beast will stamp or go around stamping this on people's hand. He would go around stamping. He would have a leaf in one hand. It said, this is the minor sign of a day of judgment. It says that this is the minor sign. What the prophet said, peace and blessing of God be upon him. He said the minor signs of the day of judgment is when a beast appear. When a beast appear, when he appear with kufa in one hand and belief in another hand. Said the beast will stamp or go around stamping this on people's hand. He had belief in one hand and kufa on another. What does kufa mean? Kufa means unbelief. He had belief in one hand and unbelief in another. And he go around stamping it on people's hand. What does that mean? This is the hadith. This prophet talk allegorical now. It's allegorical, but we can see what that can be. We can see how I can do that. And I'm gonna put nobody with religious down, nobody way down, but I can say how the devil can get through here and get through this world, and he's gonna get through here to the best that allow him. And he'd be telling people, he'd be doing things to people. He'd be doing things for non-belief. That's non-belief. He'd be doing non-belief to people, non-belief. He'd be causing non-belief, I mean to say, to get on people, to get into people's heart, to get into people's mind. And this was a minor sign of the day of judgment. And so how close are we to the day of judgment? Because he'd be going around, he'd just be in their hands. He'd be stamping it on their, how's he stamping it on their hands? Stamping non-belief and belief. He's going to be a hypocrite too. Otherwise, he's going to be deceptive. I'm telling you, what it sees to me, what it's saying to me, he's going to be deceptive. I was reading the hadith and I said, give this to the people and maybe they can figure it out better than you. Give them a chance. I'm not saying what the prophet said in his heart and what he meant by this hadith, but he just left the hadith. It was so important, like the Quran. No one knows its true meaning but Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows the true meaning of it, what this hadith I'm telling you about. But it's important because it says it's the minor sign of the day of judgment. See, the minor sign of the day of judgment is when a beast appear with non-belief in one hand and belief in another hand. The beast will stamp or go around stamping this on people's hand. He gonna go in one hand. Look what he said. He gonna put it in people's hands. Listen what it sounds like. What does it sound like to me? I know what it sounds like to me, but I don't know what it sounds like to you. He's going to stamp it. He says he's going to go around and stamp this. He's going to have it have kufa in one hand and belief. I mean, you have non-belief in one hand and belief in another. In another hand. The beast will stamp or go around stamping this on people's hand. Hand. He didn't say hands. It says hand. Without Mr. S, it might say on their hands. But it's one, what it's going to be given to them in their one hand. Oh, what it seems to me, what it looked like it's saying, this is what I just read, and Allah knows best. I don't know. But if I had to guess on it, or if I had to have an opinion on it, had to give you an opinion, oh, ye who believe, especially you Muslim brothers and sisters, if I had to give you opinion, I would tell you that it's a book. They given to him. It's stamped. The book's been stamped. And whatever book it is, it has belief and non-belief in it. And they give it to you. And the beast, it's a man or a woman, it's a beast. It's either a woman or it's a man. It's a human being. It's a beast that's going around giving it to you. This is a beast giving it to you, giving you non-belief and belief. Stamping it on your hand, stamping it in your hand. He's just stamping it. It says, it's just giving it to you. It just stamped your hand. You just got stamped with non-belief, belief and non-belief, hypocrisy. hypocrisy in it. It's worse than, just as bad, if not worse than non-belief. But he will walk around, this beast, we know the beast. We know from our research that the beast, when you hear the beast, is not like a animated thing, or it could be related to it in one aspect. When we see the beast, we think about human beings. We think about a man and woman as beasts. And they're going to walk around giving people something. So, oh, ye who believe, pay attention to what I'm saying. I'm not just going around fabricating and guessing. I'm saying this is what I believe, but it seems to me, and it's something that hopefully Allah gave to me and passed to me via his angel. May Allah be pleased with them all. And I thought about it, and I reasoned with it, and I said, this is a hadith that I need to display with my family. So, oh, my family, please pay attention, especially my family. And I'm supposed to be obligated to my family, but hopefully that my Muslim brothers would pay just as much attention. Oh, ye who believe, oh, you Muslims, you could look at this. This is a hadith, and pull it up if you don't understand what I'm saying. But this is a hadith from the Prophet, but this is one of the minor signs. And so keep that in mind for those who are wondering why is people, how could the people receive this disbelief in one hand? How could this beast give people this disbelief in one hand and give belief in another hand to the person? You're giving the person disbelief. It can only be by the grace and mercy of Allah that they giving you falsehood. They passing you a book, and the book got truth and falsehood in it. That's the only way I can see it. Because I can see you stamping non-belief on one hand and stamping the belief and stamping belief on one hand and stamping non-belief on the other hand, except you give them a book. And it said the beast is my clue. The beast we know we believe to be animals. I mean, not animals, excuse me. Not animals. Inanimated. No, it's human beings. And the Christians should know because they talk about the beast in their book. And the book that belongs to me too, in the Bible. It says who the beast is. And go to Revelation, it'll tell you who the beast is. It says he is a man. That's Revelation. So we had a beast all around us. And they're giving you books. And in that book they're giving you, it's going to be falsehood and truth in it. It stamp you with falsehood and truth. I'm not trying to put nobody's religion down. I'm not trying to put because I can't, I wasn't sent here for that. I was sent here to help those save themselves who wants to be saved by the grace and mercy of God Almighty. And so I want you to get this and I want to expound upon it because I wanted to say exactly what it meant. I didn't want to go reciting the Bible and giving you Revelation. I just go to Revelation. I didn't give you this. I believe it's in the first chapter of Revelation, or if not 18, it's in chapter 1. But it's tell you about the beast, who the beast is. It's tell you it's a man in Revelation. You can Google that. In Revelation, the beast is a man. You'll know that, okay? So somebody with a book, they say they're going to stamp you on your hand. They got to give you the book to your hand. So that's a stamp is right there. You got a stamp. You've been stamped right there with non-belief and belief. Somebody got to walking around with a book with non-belief and belief in it. It's telling you the truth and it's got falsehood in it. I'm going to let you think about it. And I'm not going to say nothing about nobody's way of religions when it comes to whose book is right and whose book is wrong. But somebody's getting up belief and non-belief, stamping the people on the hand. And I'm going to leave it at that because you have to think about it so you'll know what I just said. I don't want to detain you too long because I want to get a few points across. I look at some hadith and I said, this is amazing. This is a minor sign of the Day of Judgment that there will be rulers over the people will be evil. That's the minor sign too. But this minor sign is this beast going around stamping people with non-belief in one hand and belief in another hand. So don't forget that. And now for you Muslim women who need something to help you understand your prayers, and I see a some that be at the masjid, and it is 27 times bigger, or the blessings is 27 times more for the person to play in the man to go pray in the masjid. I'm sure the woman would get some kind of a close blessing, if not all the blessing, the same blessing. Because I see some women, very few, but there's always a few women there at the masjid when it's time for prayer on Friday. I'm not saying every night, every day, but it said it's a hadith from the Prophet ﷺ, a peace and blessing of God be upon him, who said that it is better for women to pray in their room at home than anywhere else. Peace be upon him. Excuse me, because I've been having some kind of virus or something lately. Well, we're going to conquer it if it pleases Allah. If it pleases Allah, well, we can give this to you. I want you to remember this. Oh, sisters, oh, my peace be upon you all. May Allah be pleased with you all. That is to say that it is better for you to pray at home. You can go home and you can pray. It is better for you to pray at home than anywhere else. In other words, if you don't go to the masjid and pray, guess what? You pray at home. That's better, best place you can pray. At home. So here's a blessing from Prophet Muhammad. He said that, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, according to Hadith. It is than anywhere else. It is better for you to pray at home. He tells you about whenever a woman leaves her home, chaos follow her. The shaitan is chaos. He's chaotic. So I'm going to say him, the evil one, follow you. It's hadith from the Prophet, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. He says that a man mainly loves women. He says a man mainly loves women. And women mainly love the world. Yeah, she loves stuff. This is written. And that's not saying nothing bad to her, but it says a man, we mainly love you women. But you women mainly love the world. Now you sisters who know the bright one, the brightest one, the ones who really can see it, you marinate on that and think about what this is. Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that. But this is the minor signs of the day of judgment I'm telling you about. And remember, the one who turns away from the memories of Allah, he gives him a miserable life. See, if you know about Allah, you know, you see that he shows you, you accept the declaration of faith that there's only one God and no other God. No one else is God. Nothing else is God. Nothing else is Allah, the God. And you know this, and you turn away from him, he will give you a miserable life. The Prophet said, the one who turns away from the remembrance of Allah, he says, he will give him a miserable life. That means he or she. When he said him, he's talking about it, he's encompassing everybody. The Prophet said was going to including, I said incorporating, inclusion. He's including all when he said that. So it includes man and women. Whoever turn away from the memories of Allah, he gives them a miserable life. That ties to the evils, when people doing evil stuff like they're doing all around here in America. He put an evil ruler over us. There's some evil stuff going on here, all this drinking and smoking, intoxicant, robbing, and all this other stuff, all this other criminal activity that's going on. He put an evil rulers over us. We had more than one evil ruler already, but we don't. I ain't gonna say how many we gonna have in the future. Or do we got one today? I don't know about the president that we have today. I don't know the man. I can't call a man evil. I never met him. But you look at his actions and they'll tell you. We will find out. But that was the minor signs. We don't know what we have now upon us, but we have evil. And so when we have evil people, evil ruler is put over us. Over us. Yeah. That's the minor sign. I'll give you some minor signs, a few minor signs. Now let's say something about the major signs. There are some major signs that's supposed to come that we're not supposed to, are gonna come. God is willing that the prophet gave us. He said one of the major signs is of the day of Kiyama. The Mahdi will come. He said the Mahdi will come. It says music will be coming. It said it'll be coming. It'll be coming. You'll hear a lot of music. It'll be coming. And the Mahdi, there'll be a lot of music. The music will be coming on the. It's one of the that's a major sign for the day. People, music is like every day. It's like this. What's here? It's here. Music. It says the Mahdi. You know who the Mahdi is. He will speak with a stutter in his speech. Whoever this Mahdi is, this is rightly guided one. He's the rightly guided one. He will speak with a stutter in his speech. And you know what studying, people study at different, I even stutter sometimes. People stutter at different levels. People stutter. It says the Mahdi prophet said, Salam, the Mahdi will speak with a stutter in his speech. So keep in mind and always bear in mind that Allah is the greatest. And when we think about this Mahdi studying, we don't know. That's a deep one. I don't even want to ponder upon it, go in too much of, unless I gain more clarity and more evidence of the Mahdi. If he's here, if this is a group of people, is it more than one, or will it be just one? But he will be studying the Mahdi. That's important to remember. And one of the most important things of this video I want you to remember is whatever you do, seek Allah's mercy on the day of judgment. On the day of judgment. Whatever you do, seek Allah's mercy. Seek it now, not only just on the day of judgment, but ask Allah for mercy, to have mercy on you on the day of judgment. Remember that. Seek Allah's mercy. Remember that. And one of the prophets, he always said a dua. I remember a dua, it's a prayer he said. In the prayer he said, he said, "Oh Allah, I seek refuge in you. Oh Allah, protect me from disbelief in the truth, poverty, and the punishment of the grave." That's a dua from the Prophet. He says these things is really important. If he said this here, then you should seek refuge. Oh Allah, I seek refuge in you. Oh Allah, protect me from disbelief in the truth, poverty, and the punishment of the grave. That's important that you remember that. I hope that you remember that, that you remember that dua and say it if you can, as often as you can, O Muslim, you believers. Whoever the believer is, try to remember that dua. Oh Allah, I seek refuge in you. Oh Allah, protect me from disbelief in the truth, poverty, and the punishment of the grave. This is from Prophet Muhammad. This is a dua for you. And so I'll say some Quran now, and hopefully we can gather something from this, because it says in the Quran, chapter 4, verse 135, it says in the English translation, "O believers, stand firm for justice and as witnesses." It says, "O believers, stand firm for justice as witnesses for Allah, even if it is against yourself, your parents, or close relative. Be they rich or poor, Allah is best to ensure their interests. So do not let your desires cause you to deviate from justice. If you distort the testimony or refuse to give it, then know that Allah is certainly all aware of what you do." Again, that's a chapter called El Nisa. That's the women, I believe. Yes, in the women, chapter 4, verse 135. That's really important. I want you to remember that there, because it's telling you some things that are really important for a believer. O ye who believe, stand firm for justice, as witnesses for Allah, for the God, for God, even if it is against yourself. So stand for truth. Say your parents or close relatives, be they rich or poor, Allah is best to ensure their interests. So do not let your desires cause you to deviate from justice. If you distort the testimony or refuse to give it, then know that Allah is certainly all aware of what you do. Again, that's chapter 4, verse 135. For you to remember that, O believers. And so it's against yourself. Even if it's against yourself, you're going to stand for what's right. That's what it's telling you to do. And it goes on in chapter 4 and 136. It says, O believers, have faith in Allah, his messenger, the book he has revealed to his messenger, the book, and the scriptures he revealed before. Indeed, whoever denies Allah, his angels, his books, his messengers, and the last day has clearly gone far astray. I want you to remember that as much as you can. Do the best you can to remember that, because this is so important for you to remember. And I don't want to go expounding on telling you what the Quran means. You read it and you'll find out better than me, God is willing, what I just has recited to you from the Quran. And we pray that God Almighty guides you and mend your ways. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you.